Hi, I'm Kristin Hostetter, gear editor at Backpacker Magazine. I'm here to talk to you about some tents that we tested in our 2006 December issue. We did a roundup of 12 two-person, three-season tents. We spent about 165 nights testing tents last spring. This here is the North Face Heron 23. It's a $289 tent that weighs 4 pounds, 13 ounces. It got an overall score of 2.9 in our 1 to 5 rating scale. I'm going to tell you some of the things that we loved about this tent, some of the things that we weren't so crazy about. Okay, let's start with the outside of the tent. You can see that it's a fairly low-profile tent that has great wind stability, and that's because of the pole structure, which I'm going to show you when we take the fly off. But one of the other things that impressed us the most about this tent is the way that it handled condensation when the temperatures got really cold. A lot of tents that don't have great ventilation, you'll get condensation build up on the inside, moisture will rain down from inside the tent. This tent did a great job in handling that, and it's for a couple reasons. For one, we've got this hooded vent here at the front of the tent. There's a matching one in the back. It's a place for air to enter and a place for air to exit. Another thing that contributes to that on this tent is you can see in here you've got about 6 to 8 inches of space between the canopy and the rain fly. And again, it's all about airflow. So air flows in here. It's got a place to circulate. And then if you come around back here, you can see that in the rear, even though this isn't technically a vestibule because there's no access, there's a lot of space back here. And again, it's a place for that air to move out. So let me take the fly off here and show you what's going on the inside. Okay, so you can see right away that one of the unique things about this tent is this hub system. And this is just, this happens to be a circle of aluminum that the poles clip into. And what this kind of system does is it lets designers really make use of a whole bunch of different configurations rather than just the typical cross tent poles. So what the North Face has done here in this case is you've got kind of an H configuration. It really adds quite a bit of stability. And up here in the front, you've got these shortened poles that clip onto the very front top of the door of the tent. That creates a vertical plane here on the front of the door and sort of prevents drips from happening inside the tent. You know, when the walls are more vertical, you've got more head space inside as well, and living space. So let me crawl inside and I'll give you a sense of that living space. It's all about trade-offs in tents, and this was the lightest tent that we tested in this test, 4 pounds, 13 ounces. And of course, the thing that you're going to sacrifice when you get down to a weight that low is living space. And if ultralight is your thing, this type of space is not going to bother you. You can see I'm about 5'5". I can sit up in here. I wouldn't be psyched to spend a whole lot of time if we were stuck in a storm with another person in this tent, but then again, it is all about trade-offs, and at 4 pounds, 13 ounces, it's a trade-off that a lot of people would be willing to make.